Ghana, the first sub-Saharan African country to gain independence from colonial rule, has had a rich history of leadership since its independence on March 6, 1957. Here is an overview of the presidents who have shaped the nation. 1. Kwame Nkrumah, 1960 to 1966. Kwame Nkrumah was Ghana's first president and a prominent figure in the African independence movement. He led the country to independence from British colonial rule and became the first prime minister and later the first president when Ghana became a republic in 1960. Nkrumah was known for his vision of Pan-Africanism and his efforts to industrialize Ghana. However, his presidency was marked by economic challenges and political unrest, leading to his overthrow in a military coup in 1966. 2. Joseph Arthur Ankrah, 1966 to 1969. Major General Joseph Arthur Ankrah became the first military head of state after the coup that ousted Nkrumah. Ankrah's rule was part of the National Liberation Council, NLC, which aimed to stabilize the country and restore economic order. His tenure was relatively short, and he was succeeded by another military leader. 3. Akwasi Afrifa, 1969 to 1970. Brigadier Akwasi Afrifa was a key figure in the NLC and took over as head of state after Ankrah. Afrifa's leadership saw the transition from military to civilian rule, culminating in the election of a civilian government in 1969. He handed over power to the democratically elected president in 1970. 4. Edward Akufo-Addo, 1970 to 1972. Edward Akufo-Addo served as the ceremonial president of Ghana during the Second Republic. He was a respected judge and one of the Big Six leaders of the United Gold Coast Convention, UGCC. His presidency was cut short by another military coup in 1972. 5. Ignatius Kudu Acheampong, 1972 to 1978. Colonel Ignatius Kudu Acheampong led the coup that overthrew the Second Republic. His regime, known as the National Redemption Council, NRC, focused on economic reforms and nationalization of key industries. Acheampong's rule faced criticism for corruption and economic mismanagement, leading to his removal in a palace coup in 1978. 6. Fred Akufo, 1978 to 1979. General Fred Akufo succeeded Acheampong and continued the military rule. His tenure was brief and marked by attempts to return the country to civilian rule. However, his government was overthrown in a coup led by junior officers in 1979. 7. Jerry John Rawlings, 1979, 1981 to 2001. Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings first came to power in a coup in 1979, handing over to a civilian government later that year. He returned to power in another coup in 1981 and ruled as a military leader until 1992, when he transitioned to a democratically elected president. Rawlings' leadership was characterized by economic reforms and efforts to combat corruption. He served 2 terms as president under the Fourth Republic. 8. Hilo Limen, 1979 to 1981. Dr. Hilo Limen was elected president in 1979, following the brief military rule of Rawlings. Limen's presidency was marked by economic difficulties and political instability. His government was overthrown by Rawlings in 1981. 9. John Agyekum Kufuor, 2001 to 2009. John Agyekum Kufuor was elected president in 2000, marking the first peaceful transfer of power between democratically elected leaders in Ghana's history. Kufuor's presidency focused on economic growth, infrastructure development, and social programs. He served 2 terms and was succeeded by another democratically elected president. 10. John Atta Mills, 2009 to 2012. Professor John Atta Mills was elected president in 2008. His presidency was noted for efforts to improve the economy and social services. Unfortunately, Mills passed away in office in 2012, becoming the first Ghanaian president to die while serving. 11. John Dramani Mahama, 2012 to 2017. John Dramani Mahama, who was vice president under Mills, assumed the presidency after Mills' death. Mahama was elected for a full term in 2012. His administration focused on infrastructure development and economic management. He was defeated in the 2016 elections. 12. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, 2017–present. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo was elected president in 2016 and re-elected in 2020. His presidency has focused on economic reforms, education, and healthcare improvements. Akufo-Addo has also been active in regional and international diplomacy. Ghana's political history reflects a journey from colonial rule to a stable democracy, with periods of military intervention. Each president has contributed to shaping the nation's path, facing unique challenges and leaving distinct legacies. If you have any specific questions about any of these presidents or need more detailed information, feel free to ask in the comments section.